Today I talk about why You Season 4 might be a flop while I cook this dish right over here, Chinese fried rice. Let's do this.
You Season 4 might be a flop. I know this is different from all the other shows I talk about, but today I want to talk about You, because it's coming out in like 8 days, the same time as Flash Season 9, which I'm very excited about. Make sure you guys are ready for that, because I'm going to make so many videos on it. And I know maybe the mic isn't as good this time. I'm sorry about that, guys. This is my first time recording, not in my setup. So just chill, okay? Okay. I recently watched the You Season 4 trailer, and I was like a little bit disappointed by it, you know? Because usually when I watch the You trailers, right, I'm always like super shook. I'm always like, oh my god, I'm thrilled. But this last trailer was just a little, it was missing something. And I realized there was a couple key points that might make the new season really, really bad. Firstly, I was thinking about this. How many times can you make the plot the same thing over and over until people get bored? Like, it was fun seeing Joe being a killer for the first season, the second season, third season. But again, like, I get it. He might not be a killer this time, but still, the dynamic is someone's a killer, someone's a prey, kill. Like, I get it, but like, we kind of need something to switch around, you know? In season 3, it was fun because he wasn't preying on someone actively, and he had a killer wife, Love. So it was kind of fun in that run, right? But like, if we're gonna go back to the route of just like preying and killing, is it gonna get too repetitive? Are people gonna get bored? Because I looked at the comments and everybody was super happy. Everyone's like, oh, I can't wait till You Season 4 comes out. And me too. I'm a huge Love fan. I love Joe Goldberg. I love him. Anyways, I'm a huge fan of You, right? So like, obviously I'm excited too, but I want to be realistic. What if I get bored this season? What if I'm just like, I don't want to watch this anymore? Then what? Like, how many times am I going to see someone creep on someone until I'm like, okay, creeping is boring now? Like, how many times, you know? Now, before we move on to the next point, what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting up 600 grams of chicken breast, right? Because we're going to be cooking our chicken diced. So right now we're just cutting it up in vertical strips, as you can see right here, and then we're gonna cut it up sideways so it comes into nice little cubes. See, guys? Strips. Now, if you can see right here, if I just zoom in right here, this is what you want them to look like. You want them to like be diced a bit, you know? You want them to be in like little pieces like this. Now we're gonna put this aside in the container, and we're gonna cut the second one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, the number 2 thing I want to talk about on why You might be a failure is I didn't like the fact that Joe was being hunted. I get it, everyone's super excited about it. It's the new dynamic now. The hunter becomes the hunted. But I personally didn't like it, okay? And here's why. So it's fun having like a naive person that we know isn't scary, isn't threatening at all, being hunted, right? Because they're basically helpless. They're in a helpless situation. But how do you make someone be hunted that is already like built up to be a person that is psychotic, that is a killer, that has very evil wants, desires, needs? Like, we've painted Joe to be such an evil like character, and even though, you know, people do love him, we do realize at the end of the day he's a pretty evil guy, right? So we have this evil character with no morals, right? And we're getting him hunted. I don't know, I feel like it just doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same because like, he's built out to become such a dangerous guy that I don't even worry for him. Like, in season 1 of You, I was worried for Beck, right? I was like, oh my god, Beck, be safe. But like, we're gonna tell Joe to be safe? This guy just stabs people in his sleep. He doesn't care. So I think for that reason, I feel like if it's not done right, we're gonna just look at Joe being hunted and we won't feel the fear for him, you know? We won't be scared for him. Because in typically other seasons, we're scared for like the girl, right? We're like, oh my god, Love, be safe. But like, Joe being hunted, who really cares, you know? He can handle himself. On top of that, you can just look into the season 4 trailer and you'll see what I'm talking about. We see some scenes where Joe is being hunted and like the character tells him turn around, right? He turns around and sure, he looks a little bit worried, but then in scenes where we see him running away, I don't see a frightened character, you know what I mean? I just see Joe doing his thing. Like, he's running from danger, but it doesn't look like he's scared. He just looks like he's running. Nice little hike. Like, he doesn't really care, you know? He doesn't look threatened by the situation. And that is what I'm looking for. We viewers, we want to see someone being in danger, you know? That's what really hooks us in. We're like, oh, he's about to kill her. He's about to do this. But Joe doesn't care. Joe is not scared of these girls, bro. He's not scared. And also, guys, I promise it doesn't take this long to cut chicken. I'm sitting because this camera can't, like, record me standing and cutting. So I have to sit and cut, which is really, like, awkward. Like, how do I, like, it's weird, okay? Chill. So I promise I'm not this slow at cutting chicken, okay, guys? I promise I'm better than this at cutting food. Okay, now we're gonna marinate the chicken, guys. We have cut up all the chicken. If you see any big pieces right here, like you can see a piece that's like kind of big and you don't want this in your rice, you can cut this down to be a little bit smaller, which is what I'm gonna do right now. And before I go on to the next point of why You might be bad, let's just quickly just get to the next step, okay? Now, the ingredients for this dish are pretty simple. All I need is soy sauce, garlic powder, and Onion powder. Onion powder. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna get those 3 ingredients with soy sauce, and I will be right back. Okay, just give me 1 minute. All right, we're back in the scene. Now we have our 3 ingredients right over here: soy sauce, garlic powder, onion powder. It's time to marinate this chicken. Please, Joe Goldberg. Joe Goldberg, do this for me. I love you so much, Joe Goldberg. Please. Soy sauce has been opened. We're gonna drizzle this on top accordingly, just as so. Hopefully, you guys can see in there. Soy sauce in the pan, onion powder. Drizzle on top. Now that we have the ingredients in here, we're just gonna mix it around like this. Ooh, you hear that? Now, while we marinate this chicken, let's move on to the next point. Shock factor is about to go down very, very soon in the show here. This kind of relates back to the first point I was making where like people are gonna get tired of the show, right? And this is the exact same thing. How many times over can we see someone get stabbed? Someone get perved on? Someone get killed? Someone get kidnapped? How many times can we see that over and over until we're like, okay, Joe, this was fun. What next? You know, what next? Because we've had this show running for 3+ years now, right? So how long can we have Joe perving on people? How long can we have Joe stalking people until we're like, Joe Goldberg, stop, I'm bored. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm scared season 4 of You might be a complete flop. Because season 1, guys, I don't know if you guys remember this. When I first saw like Joe first stab a girl, first kill Shay Mitchell, first do any killings, I was like, oh my god, Joe's a bad boy. But like, I'm used to it now. Maybe us humans are a little bit twisted for being used to it, but I'm used to him doing this stuff now. So I'm kind of worried, like, what next? All right, one second. Hey, you. Alright, I'm sorry. Now that we've marinated the chicken plenty, let me go wash my hands really quick so we can go put this in the oven, on the stove. Chicken goes in. Cook the nice, beautiful chicken. And I usually turn up the heat for this chicken because it just takes a minute. And boom, cover it up. Let it really just cook in there. You see? You see it? You see what I'm saying? Boom. What you gonna see? I said, look at that. Now, while we let this beautiful chicken cook, let's move on to the 4th point. Yeah. How many times do we change characters until people get bored, you know? Because usually shows have like some favorable people and you're like, okay, I like this person. But after a bit, you're gonna be like, okay, guys, there's no more people to like. They just keep killing everybody off. Everybody's gone besides Joe himself. So, guys, what I'm trying to say is if this season none of those people come back, we're gonna have some trouble. We're really gonna have some trouble because, well, we're gonna get bored of everyone new. We're really gonna get bored of everyone new. Now, before we move on to the next reason, I just want to talk about the next ingredient, right? So the chicken is cooking, as you guys can see right here. There we go. And now the next ingredient, 2 eggs and 4 egg whites right here, right? 4 egg whites basically looks like that in a cup. It's a kind of like, you know, like 3/4 quarts, you know? So after this is done, I'm gonna move on to the next step, guys. Okay, now guys, while we almost wait for our chicken to cook, it's almost done. Look over there, it's almost done. The next one I want to talk about, I kind of touched on this in the last point, but I want to talk about like his actual character development, right? Because in season 1, we see that Joe is kind of a broken man, right? He's a pretty broken man, and like he's in love with Beck, he can never get his love, blah, blah, blah. So season 1, that happens, right? He's kind of a broken guy. Season 2 gets into a marriage, he kind of sees some progression. Season 3, he's fully in a marriage. But now he's kind of reverting his character, right? Like, we don't really see... Where do you guys think in season 4 his character is going to progress? Because he can't progress... He can't progress anywhere. You know what I'm saying? He can't go anywhere. He can't... So first, right now, we're going to put 2 eggs and 4 egg whites. And we're going to mix this with these wedgies. Then we're going to put the rice on top and then the chicken on top. Mix it around. Soy sauce, Manchurian sauce. Mix it, and it's done. Okay, so I'm going to be doing that while I talk. Okay, now let's continue. Now, the last final point I want to talk about on why You Season 4 might not be as good is I think that the actors, they play a really big role in the show, right? Like, Love was a really good actor. I loved Love. Like, the way she's dramatic, the way she's like, I hate you, Joe, I hate you, Joe. But it's really hard being a girl that's like, that plays a role where it's like, you're not being overly dramatic that you're being, like, hunted on, but you're also not, like, downplaying it. Say, for example, Joe is, like, hunting on you, right? You can't be a girl that's like, like, way too scared, but you also can't be, like, not scared at all. You have to have the perfect blend, right? And Beck did that perfectly. She played a scared character when Joe was perving on her, but it didn't come off too crazy, right? So I'm really worried in season 4 when he's like hunting down this librarian girl that I feel like she might not be able to live up to the expectation. As you guys saw in the trailer, there's like 10 different new actors. We have to make sure that they can all act it right. Even one person messing it up will mess up the entire quality of the show. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Come over here really quick. The mixing is almost done while I was talking right there. There we go, mixing is almost done. After this right here mixes, we're gonna mix it with this, and then I'll show you guys what happens next. Gosh. 550 grams of rice over here. I use basmati rice. You can use whatever you want, but I use basmati. Dump the rice like this on this. Oh, love. Oh, love. Yes, love. Yes, love. Joe Goldberg. Yes. There we go. Do it for Joe. Do it for Joe. There we go. Now, when the rice is plumped on, right, guys? Now we have to add one more thing. Now, guys, this is the final step right here. We're going to open the chicken. Ooh, the chicken right over here, guys. If you can smell it. There we go. Smell it. Ah, yes, daddy. Now we're going to add this on top right over here. Put the chicken in like this. Almost done, guys. Ooh, look at the oil drizzling. I'm in love with it. We're almost done, guys. We're going to take the juices of this. Also drizzle the juices on. Now, guys, the final step, all of the stuff is in here, as you guys can see. Zoom in on that right there. Boom, all the stuff is in. Now it's time to add the last two ingredients. Sesame sauce, soy sauce, and a little bit of teriyaki. Right over there, guys. There we go. Let's add this in for Joe Goldberg, You Season 4. Muchas gracias. Alright, guys, sesame sauce. Now drizzle the soy sauce on top just like so. Make sure you get everywhere with it. And now this is the secret touch, guys. Whenever you guys see people on TikTok talking about it, they don't want to add this secret ingredient, but this is what really adds the kick to it. Add some teriyaki, guys. Add some teriyaki. Trust me, Joe Goldberg would like it if there was teriyaki in this. We're gonna grab just like, I usually do like half a spoon to a spoonish, because like it doesn't have a kick to it, you know? So you don't want to add too much. I just, a little bit like that. And now, guys, the best part. Zoom on the pan and mix. Mix. Mix, 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 mix. And you want to let it get to like a nice brownish color. Ooh, I can smell the fumes, guys. Well, this right here is the final product. I'm going to show like some nice little videos of it being finally done. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is why I think You Season 4 might not be good. The character development, the repetitive plot, the new characters coming in, the old ones dying. Like, that's why, you know, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, guys. If you guys think I'm wrong and you guys think the show might be good, let me know in the comments below why it might be good, why I'm wrong. And if you guys think this dish right here is good, let me know. And I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you guys love and Susa.